This is All India Radio. We now bring you a special program on COVID-19. Good evening, I am VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for strict compliance with lockdown and asks people not to believe in rumours. Help desk in collaboration with WhatsApp to be set up for information on COVID-19. Prime Minister asks people to use WhatsApp number 901-315-1515 for this purpose. Government asserts there will be no shortages of essential commodities. Centre issues advisory to transfer funds and accounts of construction workers through DBT mode. COVID-19 Economic Task Force to soon announce economic relief package, assures Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Census India 2021 and National Population Register postponed until further orders. Prime Minister has reiterated that social distancing is the only way to counter the spread of COVID-19, saying the virus does not discriminate and it can infect anyone. Interacting with the people of Varanasi through video conferencing today, Mr. Modi expressed concern that some people, despite being empowered with knowledge, are not paying heed to warnings, which is unfortunate.
महाभारत का युद्ध 18 दिन में जीता गया था. आज कोरोना के खिलाफ जो युद्ध पूरा देश लड़ रहा है, उसमें 21 दिन लगने वाले हैं. हमारा प्रयास है इसे 21 दिन में जीत लिया जाए. महाभारत के युद्ध के समय भगवान श्री कृष्ण महारथी थे, सारथी थे. आज 130 करोड़ महारथियों के बलबूते पर हमें कोरोना के खिलाफ इस लड़ाई को जीतना है. संकट की इस घड़ी में काशी सबका मार्गदर्शन कर सकती है. आज लॉकडाउन की परिस्थिति में काशी देश को सिखा सकती है संयम, समन्वय और संवेदनशीलता.
Mr. Modi said the government has tied up with WhatsApp to create a help desk to give credible information on coronavirus. The number is 9013151515.
कोरोना से संक्रमित दुनिया में 1 लाख से अधिक लोग ठीक भी हो चुके हैं और भारत में भी दर्जनों लोग कोरोना के शिकंजे से बाहर निकले हैं. मैं आपको ये भी जानकारी देना चाहता हूं कि कोरोना से जुड़ी सही और सटीक जानकारी के लिए सरकार ने व्हाट्सएप के साथ मिलकर एक हेल्प डेस्क भी बनाई है. अगर आपके पास व्हाट्सएप की सुविधा है तो मैं एक नंबर लिखवाता हूं, लिख लीजिए 9013151515. आप व्हाट्सएप करके इस सेवा से जुड़ सकते हैं.
The Prime Minister expressed pain over misbehavior of some people against doctors, airline crew and staff of essential services who are at the forefront of combating the virus. Mr. Modi said stern action will be taken against the guilty. The Prime Minister added that doctors and nurses are incarnations of God and they are endangering themselves to save people and they should be respected. Mr. Modi also urged people to help poor in this hour of crisis and promised themselves to help 9 poor families every day for the next 21 days.
ये नवरात्रि का जब प्रारंभ हुआ है तब अगले 21 दिन तक प्रतिदिन 9 गरीब परिवारों की मदद करने का प्रण लें. 21 दिन तक 9 परिवारों को आप संभालें. मैं मानता हूं अगर इतना भी हम कर ले तो मां की इससे बड़ी आराधना क्या हो सकती है. ये सच्चा और पक्का नवरात्र हो जाएगा. इसके अलावा आपके आसपास जो पशु है उनकी भी चिंता करनी है. लॉकडाउन की वजह से अनेक पशुओं के सामने, जानवरों के सामने भी भोजन का संकट आ गया है. मेरी लोगों से प्रार्थना है कि अपने आसपास के पशुओं का भी ध्यान रखें.
During the interaction, Mr. Modi also answered questions of the people and urged them not to believe in rumours. Government has asserted that there will be no shortages of essential commodities and these commodities will remain available. Speaking to reporters in New Delhi today about cabinet decisions, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said there is no need to panic.
आवश्यक सेवाओं की सारी दुकानें रोज चालू रहेगी, पूरे 21 दिन चालू रहेगी. दूध हो, दवा हो, सब्जी हो, किराना हो, जो भी जीवनावश्यक चीजें हैं उन सब की दुकानें चालू रहेगी. लेकिन उसमें हमें क्या करना है ये दिखाने जैसा है। वहां दुकान में जाकर भीड़ करेंगे तो सारा पर्पज ही खत्म होगा और इसलिए बेहद जरूरी है सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग।
Mr. Javadekar said Prime Minister's decision of lockdown has been welcomed by all, terming social distancing and staying at homes as the best strategy to combat novel coronavirus. Mr. Javadekar said during cabinet meeting also social distancing was done. He reiterated that 21 days lockdown is for us, for society, for our family and for the country. The minister urged people to wash hands regularly and asked them not to believe in rumors.
बहुत सारी अफवाहें उठती है, उस पर विश्वास न करें। सही जानकारी के लिए स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय ने जो उनका डैशबोर्ड है mohfw.gov.in वो शुरू किया है। हर घंटे की जानकारी मिलती है और आपके कुछ सवाल होंगे तो उसका भी जवाब मिलता है।
The minister said employees working on contract shall be considered on duty and will get payment. He also said that nearly 80 crore people will get wheat at 2 rupees per kilogram and rice at 3 rupees per kilogram. Centre has directed all states to ensure unhindered movement of essential goods and services in states and union territories, including interstate movement. This is being done to ensure continuity of supply chains during COVID-19 lockdown. In a letter to Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories, Home Ministry said it is necessary to ensure the unhindered operation of manufacturing, processing, transportation, distribution, storage and logistics related to all services and commodities required for the delivery of essential services which have been exempted. Centre said it is necessary for each state and union territory to set up a 24/7 control room with helplines at state and district levels to address any grievance or problems faced by the providers of goods and services. Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan along with senior officials of his ministry today took stock of LPG operations to ensure uninterrupted supply of LPG in the country. Mr. Pradhan also discussed measures undertaken to safeguard employees from the risk of the infection. In a tweet, the minister said petroleum is an essential service sector and the ministry is working to ensure not just consumers get uninterrupted supplies of petrol, diesel and LPG, but also that the supply lines for the country's defence forces are secured. He said the Petroleum Ministry is taking adequate preventive measures to stay safe and has also adopted social distancing as a weapon to combat the COVID-19 infection. He also urged people to follow social distancing and other preventive guidelines. Government has announced a slew of measures to provide relief by relaxing the compliance and regulatory norms in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has assured that the Economic Task Force will soon announce an economic relief package. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Finance Ministry has extended the last date for filing of income tax return for the financial year 2018-19 till June of this year. Interest on delayed payment of income tax has also been reduced to 9%. Vivad se Vishwas scheme, PAN Aadhaar linking, Sabka Saath Sabka Vishwas scheme and last date for filing of GST return for the month of March, April and May have also been extended till June. It has been decided by the government that no interest, penalty and late fees will be imposed on those companies which have turnover less than 5 crores. To keep the supply uninterrupted in the country in this difficult time, custom clearance will remain open 24/7. Threshold of default has been raised to 1 crore rupees from the existing 1 lakh rupees, which will prevent triggering of insolvency proceedings against micro, small and medium enterprises. In a major relief to people, debit card holders can withdraw money from any ATM of any bank without paying charges for the next 3 months. Minimum balance fee has also been waived by the banks. With Diwakar, Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
A total number of 29 private laboratory chains have been given approval for testing of coronavirus. These private labs have 16,000 collection centers across the country. In addition, 118 government laboratories have been given permission for testing, which have a capacity to test 12,000 samples per day. Giving these information in a media briefing in New Delhi today, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Love Agarwal, said government is continuously increasing its testing infrastructure. He said private labs must adhere to the norms laid down by the Indian Council of Medical Research. He added that hydroxychloroquine for prophylaxis should only be used with the advice of doctors.
दवाई जो है हाइड्रोक्सिल क्लोरोक्वीन, वह दवाई हमने 2 पर्टिकुलर केसेस के लिए ही अलाउ की है, जो कि प्रोफाइलैक्सिस के रूप में काम करेगी, जो केवल दी जा सकती है हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स जो कि सस्पेक्टेड या कंफर्म केसेस से डील कर रहे हैं, या उन कंफर्म केसेस में जिनमें की जो उनके फर्स्ट कॉन्टैक्ट है उनको दी जा सकती है। जो ये परमिशन दी गई है, प्लीज इन लोगों के अलावा इस दवाई को कोई ना लें। सबसे अपील करना चाहूंगा कि प्लीज ऐसा ना करें। ये सारी दवाएं होती हैं, इन सबके कुछ साइड इफेक्ट्स होते हैं।
On the sufficient stock of masks and PPE, personal protective equipment in the country, Mr. Agarwal said the government is aware of the situation and trying its best to ensure sufficient stock of masks and PPEs. He said there is no evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the country. Mr. Agarwal said state and district authorities have been asked that e-commerce activity must be promoted to provide the essential items at the doorstep to ensure minimum movement of people. He said a high-level meeting of the group of ministers, GOM, on COVID-19 was held today to review the preparedness and actions taken by the agencies to contain the spread of COVID-19. The GOM discussed about strengthening capacity of states which need to devote adequate resources for creating dedicated COVID-19 hospitals, equipping the medical institutes with PPEs, ventilators and other essential equipment. In the meeting, Dr. Harshvardhan said that around 64,000 people have arrived from other countries to India since 21st March 2020, out of which 8,000 have been put in various quarantine facilities and 56,000 are in home isolation. Meanwhile, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country reached 606 today. Out of these, 43 have been cured and discharged so far. The 10th death was reported today from Maharashtra. This is the 3rd death in the state due to the virus outbreak. In Madhya Pradesh, an infected woman died due to novel coronavirus today. This is the first death due to COVID-19 in the state. Apart from this, 6 fresh positive cases were found in the state today. With this, the number of patients suffering from corona in the state has increased to 15. Meanwhile, all the 52 districts of the state have been locked down since last night, which will continue till April 14th. Supply of essential services and goods is being ensured. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan is constantly monitoring the situation. In Chhattisgarh, 2 new patients have been tested positive for COVID-19 today. With this, the number of patients has increased to 3 in the state. Karnataka Medical Education Minister Dr. K. Sudhakar has informed that COVID-19 positive cases in the state have gone up to 51 as of now. Speaking to media persons in Bengaluru, he informed that the war room in Bengaluru is keeping track of all the positive cases in the state and ensuring that established quarantine practices are followed. More from our correspondent.
The police, urban local bodies and district administration are working out mechanisms to streamline availability of essential items. It is decided to issue identity cards and passes to recognized vendors and caterers who could provide food, milk, vegetables, masks and sanitizers to the needy. Arrangements are being made for the supply of necessary groceries and other items to the doorsteps of senior citizens. In Gadag, urban local body has decided to give identity cards to street vendors and has allocated them specific streets to sell their vegetables and fruits. In Udupi, a citizen organization has come forward to provide parcel food items for 21 days to the homeless. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Highlighting the seriousness of COVID-19 outbreak, Dr. Dwarka Pandey spoke to All India Radio about the differences between common cold and COVID-19.
किसी भी व्यक्ति को ये बीमारी कॉमन फ्लू की तरह मालूम देती है, जैसे इसमें बुखार हो सकता है, कफ होता है, यूजुअली ड्राई कफ, और बदन में दर्द हो सकता है, थकान महसूस कर सकते हैं, और ज्यादा बीमारी आगे बढ़े तो आपको सांस लेने में भी तकलीफ हो सकती है। अगर ये सिम्टम किसी को हों तो ऐसी स्थिति में आपको अपने स्वास्थ्य अधिकारी से या अस्पताल से कांटेक्ट करना चाहिए और अपने को जांच करवानी चाहिए।
The first phase of Census India 2021, which is the house listing operation and National Population Register NPR updation, has been postponed until further orders. The Office of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner said the decision has been taken in view of COVID-19 outbreak and nationwide lockdown due to the pandemic. The exercise was scheduled to be kicked off on various dates decided by states and union territories on the 1st of April. This is All India Radio giving you a special program on COVID-19. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for strict compliance with lockdown and asks people not to believe in rumours. Help desk in collaboration with WhatsApp set up for information on COVID-19. Prime Minister asks people to use WhatsApp number 9013151515 for this purpose. Government asserts there will be no shortages of essential commodities. Centre issues advisory to transfer funds in accounts of construction workers through DBT mode. COVID-19 Economic Task Force to soon announce economic relief package, assures Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Census India 2021 and National Population Register postponed until further orders. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
I am Anuja Kumar with some more news. All India Radio has launched a special news program on COVID-19 in Hindi and English. The special news program will be aired daily from 8 to 8:30 a.m. in Hindi and from 8:30 to 9 a.m. in English. In the evening program will be aired from 8 to 8:30 p.m. in Hindi and 8:30 to 9 p.m. in English. The programs will have factual updates and latest information about novel coronavirus. The programs can be heard on AIR FM Gold and other channels of All India Radio. Following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's call for 21 days national lockdown, people in Maharashtra showed strong resolution to fight against COVID-19 outbreak. On the very first day of the national lockdown today, which is also the New Year day for the state, people rang the festivities of Gudi Padwa in a subdued manner within the confines of their homes. Here is a report.
In view of COVID-19 outbreak and PM Modi's 21 days national lockdown, the Marathi speakers today marked the first day of Maharashtra New Year, Gudi Padwa in sober manner. Few shops and departmental stores management in Kolhapur, Nanded and Pune drew circles on the floor to maintain social distancing to curb coronavirus spread. Using white pillar to mark circles or squares on the road at a distance of over 3 feet between each marking, the shop owners asked people to stand as per the marking and soon they were also comfortable with it. The shop management stated that the idea is proving a healthy option for people who come out of their homes to purchase groceries and vegetables. An official from the Maharashtra Chief Minister's office said the government has started pushing this concept across the state by sharing photos and such social distancing practices with Nivedita Kunal Shinde, AIR News.
In Telangana, no fresh coronavirus positive case registered today, while the police and the state authorities are making all-out efforts to suspend the growing positive cases.
Though the Telugu New Year Ugadi celebrations were held on a low key across Telangana, the efforts of the state authorities and individuals to ensure total lockdown remained unhampered. Dozens of surveillance teams have been fanned out to trace the individuals who had recent travel history to corona-affected countries and violated the quarantine norms. Some villages have even resorted to have their own surveillance and blocked all entry points into their villages. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
The Assam government said that sufficient essential food items are available for the people of the state. We have a report.
The entire administrative machinery in Assam is working on war footing as well as to ensure essential food items during lockdown. The state has not reported any positive case so far. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that 6 hospitals have been earmarked for COVID-19 patients if required. Food and Civil Supply Minister Fani Bhushan Chaudhary informed that the state has sufficient food stocks during the lockdown period. Manaspatim Sharma, AIR News, Guwahati.
The nationwide 21-day lockdown to counter COVID-19 announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is being observed in Sikkim. Streets in state capital Gangtok have been deserted and markets and shops have been closed down, reflecting public support for the lockdown. There has been an increasing police presence on roads, including checkposts and patrolling. Speaking to AIR SDM Gangtok East Sikkim, Anant Jain said that the lockdown is being implemented with full effect. Essential services through the public distribution system, medical services, LPG provision and medical services are available. He informed that police patrolling is undertaken to ensure that people do not step out of their homes except during emergencies. In South Sikkim, the district police has been conducting awareness drives, informing people on the importance of staying indoors, barring emergencies and essential works. Uttar Pradesh government has decided to launch massive campaign for identification of those persons who have recently returned from abroad and calling over 10,000 village heads to ensure that such persons remain in quarantine. Meanwhile, 3 new cases, 1 from Pilibhit and 2 from Gautam Budh Nagar district, have tested positive, increasing the tally of patients to 38 in the state. Out of these 38 persons, 11 have recovered and discharged from the hospital, and rest of 27 are also stable. A report.
The state government has announced an additional rupees 50 crore help for state health department in wake of COVID-19 and also going to start cooked food facility for distribution to the laborers and needy persons. Government will start community kitchen service and will distribute packaged cooked food to the persons in need with the help of hotels, religious institutions, fast food chains and midday meal makers. More than 12,000 vehicles are now being used for doorstep delivery of necessary items. Additional Chief Secretary Home Avnish Awasthi said that police are enforcing lockdown strongly and challan of around 40,000 vehicles have been issued for violating lockdown. The Chief Minister Helpline Service 1076 is regularly calling around 10,000 Gram Pradhans or village heads and asking the whereabouts of those persons whose details have been provided by Bureau of Immigration to ensure that they remain in quarantine. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee announced a series of steps today for maintaining the supply of essential commodities. Let's listen into this report from our correspondent.
Taking a serious note of panic buying after announcement of 21-day long nationwide lockdown, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee has directed the police administration to ensure uninterrupted supply of essential commodities. She announced 1-month rations for the poor people at a time through public distribution system. The state administration has opened a toll-free number 1070, repeat 1070, and a helpline. The number is 033-2214-3526, repeat 033-2214-3526 to respond people's queries on corona and to extend necessary help. Abiding the health directions, most of the people have remained indoors, but reports of violation of instructions have also come in. Kolkata police has arrested more than 1,300 people for gathering, assemble on roads, streets, tea shop and other places so far. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
In Chennai, chartered buses have been arranged for the transportation of the staff involved in essential services. Our correspondent has the details.
Officials are tracing those who have a history of recent foreign visits and those who came in contact with them. Stickers are being affixed on the doors of those who are kept under home quarantine. Markings are being made in front of stores and market outlets with the 1 meter gap by the staff of civic bodies to enforce the social distance norms. Those who ventured out without any pressing needs were cajoled by the police to go back and confine themselves to their homes in the interest of themselves and the nation. Such police personnel were praised as guardian angels by netizens in social media. In Chennai, chartered buses were operated for the staff involved in essential services by the public utilities like the city corporation, health, water supply and power department. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
Delhi Police is proactively engaging with e-commerce portals for seamless delivery of essential commodities to residents of the national capital. Delhi Police PRO MS Randhawa said a platform for e-commerce websites has been set up where they can share problems being faced by them so that they can be resolved. Amidst the concerns arising out of the spread of coronavirus, there is no need to panic as COVID-19 can be cured. A total of 37 patients have been cured and discharged in the country so far. Our correspondent spoke to Rohit Datta from Delhi, who is a COVID-19 survivor.
First symptom I saw was fever, 99.5 degrees, and I had little body ache also along with that. I thought it might be because of the jet lag, because after 6 or 8, maybe a long flight, people have jet lag. But I went to my doctor and requested him that we want to get corona testing done. He immediately referred us to the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital where the corona screening was done. The government had given all the guidelines already to them. They were just prepared, and what you need in a hospital, everything was available, starting from food to medicines, to water, to anything. It was available and of very, very good quality.
Former Indian cricketer Yuvraj Singh tweeted an appeal to the people regarding the precautions to be taken in view of the COVID-19 outbreak. Yuvraj Singh urged everyone to follow all directions issued by the government.
This is a very crucial time for our country in our fight against coronavirus. The government is handling the situation really well, but the next 2 weeks are crucial. If we are going to win this fight, then each of us needs to support the government's efforts. I am doing my bit. I will observe all directions given by the government. Most importantly, I will not panic. I will stay calm and not spread misinformation over social media. I will only refer to official pages of Ministry of Health, UNICEF and WHO for information and further directions.
In Haryana, a fruit seller, following Prime Minister's appeal for social distancing, has made mark with limestone powder for his customers in front of his shop so that the customers should maintain the distance of 1 meter. The fruit seller, Subhash, told AIR correspondent that following the appeal of PM and Deputy Commissioner Ajay Kumar, when more than one customers arrive, he told them to stand on the mark, maintaining the social distance so that spread of novel coronavirus could be checked. He said that it also looks pleasant. Home Ministry issued fresh guidelines today covering additional people and services who will be exempted from the 21-day lockdown. Under the new guidelines, the Ministry said the Reserve Bank of India and its regulated financial markets, pay and account officers and field officers of the CAG, petroleum products and supply chain and forest staff are exempted. People handling cargo operations in airports and railway stations, coal mining activities, officers and staff of resident commissioners based in Delhi and customs clearance at ports, airports and land borders are also exempted. Besides forest officers, staff and workers required to operate and maintain zoo, nurseries, wildlife, firefighting in forests, watering plantations, patrolling and their necessary transport movement, social welfare department staff for operations of homes for children, disabled, senior citizens, destitute women, widows, observation homes and pension service are also exempted. The Election Commission has decided to allow usage of indelible ink on persons for stamping for home quarantine by health authorities in view of COVID-19. In a statement, the Commission said the Health Ministry may standardize the mark and the location on the body where the mark has to be applied so that it does not come in the way of conducting elections. High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh Riva Ganguly Das today handed over 30,000 surgical masks and 15,000 head covers as assistance to the Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momin, in Dhaka. The High Commissioner of India said that the assistance is intended to support Bangladesh in its efforts to fight the spread of COVID-19 in the country. The Indian stock market rallied today with increases of over 6% in both benchmark indices. Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange zoomed 1,862 points or 7% to end at 28,536 today. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange shot up 517 points or 6.4% to 8,318. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted people on the new year Vikram Samvat 2077, Chaitra Sukladi, Ugadi, Gudi Padwa, Cheti Chand, Navre and Sejubu Cheroba. And now, before we end the special news program on COVID-19, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for strict compliance with lockdown and asks people not to believe in rumours. Help desk in collaboration with WhatsApp set up for information on COVID-19. Prime Minister asks people to use WhatsApp number 9013151515 for this purpose. Government asserts there will be no shortages of essential commodities. Centre issues advisory to transfer funds in accounts of construction workers through DBT mode. COVID-19 Economic Task Force to soon announce economic relief package, assures Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Census India 2021 and National Population Register postponed until further orders. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.